Why do I smoke around kids and dogs?
Sit your ass down and be respectful.
I hit my dog with a charger.
I whipped my dog multiple times with a charger cord. This was within the last year.
Because they're my kid and my dogs.
Okay. Did you say you... Wait, sorry, this was Kimmy. Did you say you met, Chronic?
Yes. Allegedly, we groomed Maddie. Because she's apparently going around telling people that I tried to groom her.
The last video I made was about Maddie, and while you don't have to watch it to watch this one, I highly suggest you skim through it to get an idea of the group we are talking about, because it would make a lot more sense. Some people told me that I wasn't doing enough about the adults in Maddie's lives and that I needed to contact authorities. The problem with that is that I needed names, locations, and proof. So I got them. I'm going to say right now that this video contains very graphic content of suicide, animal abuse, child neglect, and mentions grooming. This video is going to be very long because I am showing stream clips. There will be timestamps if you are looking for something specific. I'm going to talk about two users specifically who both have a play in their odd relationship with Maddie and their treatment towards animals and their ethical practices altogether. I'm going to talk about Ace first. Ace is probably one of the most infuriating people to talk to when it comes to dogs. She says very stupid things, has no idea how dogs work, and frankly, she doesn't even know how dogs' sports work. She pronounces Beaucerons as Beaucerons, so I don't know what I expected. Ace claims that she wants to be / is an ethical German Shepherd dog breeder.
If anybody has a question about the dogs that I work with, the dogs that I breed, the dogs that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, how much I price them for, etc., they can come and chat with me.
She claims he is from a Czech line of German Shepherd working line dogs. None of his pedigrees date back to Czech working line anything. She has no idea what a Czech line even means.
And maybe the dog came from a backyard breeder, but you put the work into doing the footwork, and then you do all of that.
She claims she was only going off what the breeder told her. She states that she got very lucky with his German Shepherd and he fits the standard pretty well.
I mean, I bought Darwin when I was 18 years old. So my first thought process was, let's buy a dog. And I actually got really lucky with Darwin because I did zero research in buying dogs. I just knew that you get what you pay for. So I was like, okay, so the more money I spend on a dog, the better quality of a dog I'm gonna get. I had absolutely no idea what I was looking into. I was like, oh, I would really like to breed Darwin because he really does come from good lines. He comes from just overall a fantastic line. Hey, get ready, guys. They just shared the live out.
And if you're wondering what he looks like, here he is. Ah, yes. Prime Czech German Shepherd. And if you're wondering how she feels about IGP, here is her definition of IGP.
Sorry. I'm missing where I'm going with this. The other portion would be what I plan to title. So IGP is personal protection training. There's more to that. But IGP shows their ability to lock onto a target and release a target with a basic command. You're not allowed to use any tools, and you're not allowed to you're not allowed to use any tools, no harnesses, no agitation collars, no leashes, no e-collars, none of that. It literally is solely based off of your voice and the command that you have assigned to what you want the dog to do. Other than that, it's beautiful. They have different ones. They have IGP 1 and IGP 2. And I would love for my dogs to compete in both of them, but I don't know. It just really depends on where I am. The thing about, so I don't know how pen tip is done, but OFAs are done through x-rays.
She claimed that her dog's dad is screened in OFA. Well, he is not, and when someone on her stream tried to point out that they could not find Darwin's dad in the OFA database, she blocked them. I was trying to get her to talk about the line of German Shepherd dogs again, but she fucking blocked me.
Huh.
So you got me there, but that's okay because I still got more clips. Talk a little bit more about her dog practices because I think this really shows you how moral of a person she is, as well as her relationship with Maddie. I think Ace forgot that people can look up pedigrees and the images of Darvin's father and Darvin's pedigree. Here is a great grandpa line that only bred white German Shepherd on his mom's side. Let's talk about the live I did that included Ace, because Ace actually came on my life to defend herself and her friends. Coming off strong, she talked about titling her dog correctly in dock diving.
Okay, regardless, he's an AKC puppy. He is going for dock diving. We will be titling him correctly. That's not something that needs to be realistically discussed.
But then we move to a more serious issue at hand. Her and Maddie's relationship.
Yes, but I can't say no because I don't know her enough to be her best friend. I'm not gonna, and for me to say that I'm friends with somebody, I'm
just friends.
There's more to saying, yes, I'm friends with somebody. Am I going to sit here and talk shit on her? No. But I don't know her enough to talk about her.
She talked about not being best friends with Maddie. She knows her, she isn't close with Maddie at all, and is only on the lives because it's fun and Mack hosts them. Come to find out, it takes a disturbing turn. I asked her about meeting Chronic, who is Maddie's puppy, and this is what Ace says.
Okay, did you say you, wait, sorry, this just came, did you say you met, Chronic?
Yes.
Do you live near Maddie?
About 2 hours, yeah.
You met up with Maddie?
That's when she was driving to her house to potentially drop off the puppy.
It wasn't to drop off the dog. She had a question about Chronic.
Ace is in her mid to late 20s and Maddie is 16. Ace drove 2 hours out of her way to meet up with her because Maddie had a question. Ace is a bit hesitant to answer these questions I have for her meeting up with Maddie because it is a little disturbing. You can hear Ace slowly start to realize how it sounds when she's saying it out loud. I do want to note that Ace is not a dog trainer by any means, nor is she even close to a professional. She knows jack shit about dogs and even less about training them. I wouldn't trust Ace to find water in the middle of the lake. So why would she drive 2 hours to meet Maddie because Maddie had a question about her dog? Then Ace starts saying that she recognizes Maddie as an adult because Maddie is emancipated.
To be honest with you, I'm not one to view it as she. So from my understanding, Maddie was an adult. From my understanding, Maddie is an adult. I'm not sure how emancipation works.
She's not emancipated. She's a minor.
So
But she's.
It doesn't matter what she's told you. She's not emancipated. She is 16 years old.
And then she admits she doesn't know how emancipation works. I took this time to look up emancipation, how it works, how it differs from state to state, and buckle up, it's gonna be long. Again, this is why I have timestamps. Emancipation means that you are legally treated as an adult even though you are less than 18 years old. The term emancipation is used to describe the point in time when children are legally separated from parents or guardians and parents are no longer responsible for their children. Once emancipation occurs, parents do not have to give permission for anything that their child may want to do, such as where they choose to live or go to school. However, parents also no longer have to provide their child with any support or necessities like food, shelter, or medical care. Emancipated minors do not have to obey their parents. They also do not have to obey curfew laws. They can enter into contracts, buy or sell property, maintain an independent residence, and be involved in lawsuits. The minor's parents lose control over the minor's earnings, and instead, the minor must take care of his or her own financial affairs. Once a minor is emancipated, medical and mental health can be obtained without parental notification. After a minor obtains a decree of emancipation from the juvenile court, she or he will be instructed to obtain an ID card from the Department of Transportation, including their status as legally emancipated. Emancipation is a privilege, not a right, and is granted only to those minors who can demonstrate that they are prepared to live in the community like adults. A minor wishing to become emancipated should demonstrate an ability to manage his or her affairs in a mature and responsible manner. Now, Maddie claims that the courts or files of her hearing is sealed, meaning you can't find them online, but that is not how that works. You would still be able to look up the court hearing, but it will just be redacted. So I don't know why Maddie says this. It's not fucking hard to look at the law. I don't know why she tries to lie like this. It's a little weird. Maddie is not emancipated. Let's just put it that way. She's not emancipated. In this live, I asked Ace about her relationship with Mack, and she said they are very good friends. And judging from this GoFundMe, Ace sees Mack as a mother. Yet she is very quick to distance herself from Mack's friend group, saying, I don't know who Max hangs around. I don't know anything about this.
Really, sorry, I'm just, apologies. I'm just really like reiterating, you are good friends with Mack though, right?
Yes, but I don't know everybody she associates with.
No, I'm just saying you are good friends with Mack.
Yes.
Now this is me asking Ace if she would sell Maddie a puppy.
Would you genuinely sell her a puppy? If
I
she had
don't
the-
know.
Why not? Why you don't know? I mean, you just saw how she treats her dog.
lie. You would.
Because it would depend on a lot of factors.
Like whether or not she abuses dogs or...
Ace runs a dog rescue. I should have mentioned that earlier. And Ace is also one of the adults who were pressing Maddie to buy a puppy off of her.
Maybe Maddie will buy a puppy off of me.
Don't encourage me. Fuck you. Do not encourage me.
I should also mention that Ace's rescue is her taking dogs off of the euthanasia list and then selling them for $500.
Wait, how much? Because now I'm kind of tempted. What?
I'm asking 500, but would go down lowest is 350.
In Mack's live, Ace was saying how she was telling us to fuck off and that she was really strong in answering our questions. But in my opinion, Ace rolled over and showed her belly at the slightest hint of a hard question. She also seemed pretty speechless when I asked about Mack's relationship with Maddie and then asked if she thought Mack was appropriate to have around children.
I don't think it's a little weird how attached they are to Maddie.
I think she views,
As like a daughter or something.
yeah, I think she just wants to help people. She really does have the best intentions with people.
It doesn't really surprise me that Ace doesn't give as much of a fuck about dog abuse, considering her friend Mack is also a dog abuser and has whipped her dog with a charger cord, which we will get into soon. I did ask Ace how she would feel if Mack had a Facebook group for minors specifically, and Ace said she has no knowledge if Mack has that Facebook group.
Does she talk about having a minor Facebook group chat?
Not to my knowledge.
On Facebook, an 18 plus and an underage one?
She has an 18 plus one, yeah.
But she doesn't have anyone other than that?
No, not to my knowledge. I'm gonna say, I anytime you ask me a question, if I don't know, I'm not gonna straight out say no. I'm gonna just say to my knowledge, I don't know.
Okay, so if she did have one that was for underage...
Yeah, so we do have someone... Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. Okay, wait, real quick, I'm gonna ask my question. If Mack did have a group of the under 18, like, how would that make you feel?
I guess depends on the context of like what's being spoken in that conversation. Like, so is she helping them with like issues, or is she, because there's some minors that have like really bad home lives and they need they talk to adults to help like establish stuff.
That's appropriate though.
I mean, I've helped youths. Let me rephrase that. I've worked in youth groups to help minors.
Then I asked if Mack is equipped to handle teenagers and their home problems.
Be more
You
specific
think
with
Mack
that.
is equipped to do that?
I don't know. I don't know if she went to school or not.
We didn't.
Then Sam tells her that she sees Mack on live all the time, who is smoking around her kid, yelling around her kid, and asks the question again in a more blunt manner. This is what Ace says.
So you go into Mac's lives all the time and you see her with her kid in the car while she's smoking in the car with her kid and yelling at her kid and her dog. And would you say that she is an appropriate personality to be around children under the age of 18?
I'm just not going to speak on that.
Why? Is it just too hard to answer, or?
It's just not something that I'm not going to open that can of worms. That's not for me to speak on. It's not my child. And would I do it with my own child? No. Would I have my child around people who are smoking around them? No, I would not.
That's a little interesting. You are good friends with her, so if anyone, like, you would know if she would be, you know, a good example for kids, except we've seen her around Maddie and she enables Maddie directly. So, I mean,
regardless, I'm not speaking on that matter. She is her own person. She is an adult. She can make her own decisions.
Okay, but I mean, I'm not debating that. I'm saying, are you indirectly supporting that?
No.
Okay, but if she did do that with minors and we know how she reacts, and you're just going to say, oh, she's an adult, she can do what she wants, don't you think that's kind of a little crazy to discard it like that?
I guess.
Fair enough, I guess. There are plenty more things that I could speak on Ace regarding her unethical rescue and her moral opinions and how she drove to meet a 16-year-old over a question, but we are going to talk about Mack, and in my opinion, Mack does very disturbing things. Again, a warning, this is very sad to see how she treats other people, animals, and her own child. When I uploaded my first video, I wasn't familiar with this user. I quickly, unfortunately, became familiar with how she is. Makayla is 34 years old, homeless, and has a husband, 2 dogs, and a 9-year-old son. She does not blur his face and shows him on live and speaks his first name all the time, but I will be calling him Lucas and I will be blurring his face. His mother does not give him any respect or privacy, so I will try to give him the respect that he should not have to ask for. Her relationship with Maddie greatly concerns me, considering she also wants to meet up with her. For what reason? We don't know. Mack is also not a dog trainer. He often makes up narratives and stories to try and defend Maddie, like this video of Leo clearly being kicked.
Watch him! Watch him!
She would defend it and say that Maddie slipped, and Maddie would also quickly agree that she slipped.
See Maddie slipping. When you go to kick a dog, you bring your leg up, you bring it back, and you kick. The same way you would a fucking soccer ball. That is not what happened there. She brought her leg up because she was blood pooling. POTS patients do that a lot. We pick up our feet, drop them, move them around.
Watch him! Watch him! Watch.
However, we know that Maddie did kick Leo, and that is why he yelped. Regardless, there are more inappropriate factors to this friendship. Mack often has Maddie on her lives, and Maddie talks about things like self-pleasuring and her love for masked men.
Oh my god, bro, my grandmother, oh my god. So, she was like, so me and her were talking last night, and she's like, Mads, I can't even call you a whore anymore because you are. And she's like, whenever you play a certain song, let me know if I can or can't come in. I'm like, I'm playing like club music, don't come in. She's like, okay. Because she's walked in on me so many times, she's like, oh fuck, here we go again. And I lock it.
Just give her a warning. Just text her.
No.
Don't come in my room.
Warning, my door's locked. Don't unlock it.
Maddie was explaining that there was a user who was saying dirty things in a live in front of a minor. I know, it's ironic, but she was not talking about their live, she was talking about someone else. Maddie says that she talked about it how I talked about masked men. Obviously, this is Maddie saying that she talks about masked men in an inappropriate, lustful manner. I think we can all read between the lines. Mack raises her eyebrows and says this.
Like, extremely, like, graphic. Like, more graphic than I talk whenever I'm talking about my masked men.
Ew.
And that's saying a lot.
Like that? She's talking like that?
Like, talking like that. But, like, worse than how I talk whenever I'm talking about my masked man, which...
This obviously shows that in the group chats and private messages that they have other conversations that are not in the open and behind closed doors. Again, Mack is 34, Maddie is 16. Mack encourages, laughs, or at rare times ignores this inappropriate behavior altogether. At one point, they tried to turn it around on me, which I will gladly defend myself. Maddie said that in a past live that someone had sent pictures in my Discord of her in a bathing suit. Mack then claimed I was the creepy one. Maddie is a liar and Mack is stupid, this is what actually happened. Someone from my live said Maddie had these pictures in her drafts and it was Maddie wearing a bathing suit on during a live stream. I told them to delete it from my DMs and don't spread that around because that is wrong. I don't care what Maddie posts in her drafts and definitely don't show it to people. I did delete it and I removed them from my DMs. I'm not trying to shame this user, I am simply stating that this is a pretty big boundary and you should not be sharing those things. The point is not to shame Maddie, it is to point out the creepy people around her and also Maddie's mistreatment towards her animals. However you feel about Maddie, Maddie is a victim in this. I know it's hard for Mack to not think like a creep considering she is one.
So how is that a bad thing that you had sex in front of a dog or anybody does?
but I have no interest or want to see those photos, and it disgusts me that she would try and pin this on me whenever she talks disgusting around children. Maddie has even admitted that Mack is her mentor, and here's a clip of that in case anyone states otherwise.
At this point, like, you're just like, you're a mentor to a lot of us. For mental health, dog training, like all that shit. Like, you're a safe place for us, so.
Mack also clarifies that she does indeed have a minors-only specific Facebook group and tells someone to go to her DMs so she can invite them.
Send me a private message on this account, and I'll work on adding you.
Talk about how Mack treats her child and her own pets. The reason she calls herself Smoking Chaos is because of the ungodly amount of smoke she breathes into her dog's faces. If she's not smoking a cigarette, she's hitting a vape. If she's not hitting a vape, she's usually hitting a vape. Her puppy sits right in between her legs during car rides and sleeps there. During the time they hop in between hotels, her and her husband takes turns sleeping in the car with the puppy to avoid extra pet fees because they have 2 dogs. During this one specific live, Mack was in the car and texted her husband to come downstairs and take the puppy out to pee. She couldn't because she was on live. I'm not kidding. She goes live multiple times a day. 4 hours. The puppy is whining in the car and Mack is simply stating, "You might have your first accident in here."
Hi, Jordan.
Let's go!
I look like creepy because I'm in the dark.
You hush, you're beautiful.
Hold on.
The other day, I was in a call.
I know, I texted Daddy. He's coming out.
Thank you, guys.
Eggs?
Hey, Allie, before I put you in a box, will you call my husband and tell him he needs to come switch with me and take Enzo to the bathroom?
Oh my god.
I know, Enzo. I know. I might make him take you across the highway. I don't know how much longer you can wait, dude.
My hair looks gross.
Please don't do it.
My hair's falling out. I have a bald spot.
No.
Oh, I saw your comment of that. I have this oil that I put in my hair. I will send you a picture of it.
Well, technically my watch punched him in the face, but I know, I gotta find your leash, my dude. Well, dude, you might be about to have your first accident. I don't have any leash in here, so I have no way to control him. I can't take him out. I don't have anything I could use as a leash either. I know, sweetheart, I know. I don't know what's taking your daddy so long.
Hoodie string. Pull it out of your hoodie. You can tie it to his collar.
Then I don't have a hoodie string.
So I can fish it back through for you.
I'm pissed. I can't even do that, dude. Oh, shit. If my dog dies, it's Ace's fault because she told me to use my hoodie string. I'm just putting that out there since I know I'm being recorded. Or if I drop it, listen.
Her care for her dogs are disregarded in many cases and usually blamed on being overstimulated. I hate when I'm overstimulated, so I beat my dog. She had beat her dog with a charger cord after it chewed on it, and she has stated this multiple times.
I got with a charger. I hit my dog with a charger after I hadn't slept for 7 days and lost my temper. And Life with Dogs says I'm a shit human being and I'm a dog abuser because of one single incident. I hit my dog with a charger cord. I have said it numerous times. I lost my temper. My dog. I whipped my dog multiple times with a charger cord. This was within the last year because my temper got away from me.
She also disregards the dog's safety around secondhand smoke. Big Mac is usually breathing smoke directly into the puppy's face. At one point, Mac even blames the dog for the smoke going into his face.
Did you just call me a nerd?
Yes. Dude, I really wish you'd stop putting your face in my smoke. I'm trying to get bored of your carrot.
When confronted about smoking around her child and her dog in a confined space, this is what Mac's response was.
Do you want me to get rid of them?
Why do I smoke around kids and dogs? Because they're my kid and my dogs.
Aside from smoking in the car where they are live for hours at a time because they live in there, Mack also talks to her child with no respect or patience. Lucas is 9 years old and has autism. In the back seat, you can see him mostly play on his iPad or phone, or sometimes he will play with their second dog in the seat and just occupy himself. He's a very quiet kid. Sometimes he'll make noises like he's stimming, or he'll play with a bottle because he's, again, in there for hours, and this is how Mack responds.
That's not what I wanted to do.
You're about to go in timeout.
I'm trying to get.
You're 9 years old. Grow the fuck up.
I'm trying to get.
No.
This is not the only instance that she's yelled and cursed at him. In this clip, they're in a hotel room and she starts telling him to turn that shit down.
And he was a rescue. Turn that fucking shit down now. Sit your ass down and be respectful. I won't tell you again.
Then, at one point, a few minutes later, Mack turns off her volume and you can read her slimy lips. She is cursing at her child again.
Setting yours down, you and I are gonna have problems.
The scariest is whenever he repeats it after she tells him to stop and she actually pauses her live and you can see her move around in the seat. We don't know what happens, but it is very disturbing to see. And again, when she does this, Lucas doesn't cry or scream or talk back. He accepts it for the most part. Her husband also does not care about this behavior at all. He does not talk to Lucas the nicest either, and Lucas is just happy to be there. He responds very upbeat and positive.
I need my help.
She also said in front of him at one point that she would give him up to the state if she has to, and she said this multiple times around him with very little prompting of it, and it is very saddening to hear her just speak this way in front of Lucas. This does make you wonder if she is teaching him anything at all or what times he's in school, because very rarely is he being dropped off at a place. Most of the time he is in the backseat of the car or in the hotel room with them. Considering she's had a run-in with CPS about this before, it wouldn't surprise me if she's doing her old ways again. Mack doesn't have a lot of care for her family or friends, including Ace.
Are a loudmouth who is extremely uneducated. Tell me, how have I abused my child?
Who abuses their kid, bitch?
Dude, if you get my life taken, you and I are done.
Okay, sorry.
But she treats Maddie with 10 times more respect and defends her very hard.
Because anybody who believes shit about you wasn't truly your friend to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
No,
that
she's just always in drama.
at least some of it, but at the same time, you're 16. You're a teenager. First off, teenagers lie all the fucking time. And if you're gonna try to tell me that as a teenager you didn't lie, you're a fucking liar now.
I lied.
Yep.
So like, even with all the lies and shit, I really don't give a shit. Like, you've proven that you've grown from that. Now you just have to stay grown from that.
Did you see that she messaged in the group that we were in last night at 2 a.m.?
No, I left the group. Why would she say?
No, why would you leave? I don't know. Can't leave me.
Definitely message that shit.
Guys.
I'm being thrown into way too many group chats.
Guys, I'm cold.
Mack claims if nothing is being directed towards minors, then it doesn't matter if they hear the sexual talk.
As long as nothing's directed at them.
Look, guys, the seesaw.
However, this would not be true because Mack has discussed sex and other mature themes with Maddie directly, and Maddie has responded back.
I know. We all know this one.
Okay, so first off, I fuck in front of my dog. What am I supposed to do? Lock my dog away?
Yeah, no, legit.
Like, I'm
Also,
sorry. How is that a bad thing that you had sex in front of a dog? Or anybody does?
he was also in his kennel, so there's that.
Like, so, especially then, who the fuck cares? Like, that's the shit I'm talking about. People are so fucking wild. They'll attack you over anything.
Oh my god, bro, my grandmother, oh my god. So, she was like, so me and her were talking last night, and she's like, Mads, I can't even call you a whore anymore because you are.
If you support Mack or are involved with her, that is supporting this behavior she exhibits. I'm just glad now we have all these clips together, and maybe some that not everyone has seen. With the help of others, we have her name, location, and proof of this behavior. I will say Ace was easier to find, and Mack was a tiny bit harder, but we have it all now, including the way she was grooming Maddie and was talking to her child and abusing her dogs. Now, as of recording this, it is Tuesday. I had finished the script originally, and it has been going around. Allegedly, Maddie is telling people that smoking was grooming her. Maddie herself is saying this. Ace then said in a live that Maddie betrayed them by telling others that. If that is not telling, I don't know what is.
You can keep talking.
Wait, what did Ace say? I misheard something.
Allegedly, we groomed Maddie.
What? No, you didn't. That whoever said that is ridiculous.
I mean, I personally don't care. If trying to teach somebody how to behave like an adult and a decent person is grooming, then I guess whatever. Like,
damn, well, that's a whole.
Is she okay? I'm not quite sure because she's apparently going around telling people that I tried to groom her. So, for all I care, she can fuck right off. All I tried to do was be there for a child who needed somebody to be there for.
Yeah.
But I will never apologize for trying to be a good person. I really don't care. They can continue to hate on me as much as they want.
This was just inserted because I had just gotten this news around like 4 today. Maddie has done horrible things. She has mistreated her dog, and I think it was important that the lies came to light. But in this specific situation, she is the victim to Mack. Makayla. Nobody deserves to be taken advantage of, knowing or unknowingly, and it was very gross how Mack was encouraging Maddie to make herself a fool on live and making up more lies for Maddie to share, as well as encouraging because of Maddie's age. Mack and Ace are both concerning individuals, and they lack the boundaries when they talk to children. Any extra clips that I find concerning about them that I have not put in the middle of this video, I will put towards the end, so be sure to look for any extra clips towards the end of this video. Truly, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. If you do want to further support me, please go to my TikTok. That is my main page where I post, and I hope to do videos like this very soon on YouTube. I enjoy making them, and I enjoy getting the information out that other people may not have known. So again, thank you for supporting me and being patient while I created this video.
No. Conditioned to a brush. And if he won't take treats. He is definitely stressed. But he is aggressive. And it's not
No. No.
Her dog is not getting used to grooming. Her dog will never get used to grooming. It's a thing because he is aggressive. It is. Her dog is.
And this, you're gonna see this circulating around that I just buy dogs and I'm a dog hoarder. You gotta come out. You gotta come out. Thank you, Darvin. Just gonna take that out. Karma, I need you to move your butt. Look, everyone's eating. My setup's less than I.
I think this one will make you laugh, but I'll probably get blacklisted, but I'm already about to get blacklisted, so I don't really care. So apparently when I was sleeping once, I had a really bad nightmare, and the poor cat was underneath, like, right where my feet are on my bed. And apparently I was kicking and freaking out, and I guess the cat got up to move, and my toes got underneath the poor thing, and I threw it across my room in my sleep, like completely kicked it, and all they heard was wow, wow.
List me for that too, because of my night terrors. Diamond used to lay beside me at night, but then, and I never figured out why he started doing it. He just randomly started laying across my legs. And it was helping, so I didn't think anything of it until one day we were out in public and I accidentally kicked him in the face while I was sitting because I had a leg jerk. And this dog didn't even flinch. That's when it occurred to me. The reason he started laying across my legs is because I kept kicking the shit out of him.
Poor thing. At least you're a cat. But Sunshine, I want to address
why she came in hot. I'll tell you why she came in hot.
Okay.
It's because of the video I have up, because I swear to God that's the same fucking one. Because I have a video up about Ice, because people were bashing Ice because a man that they were after his wife. But the man was in the driver's seat of a vehicle and fucking had a hold of his daughter, and he started seizing.
Mm-hmm.
Then I made a video stating that they needed to be separated. Okay, so, well, it's somebody that has, like, pumpkin in their name. So, then my bad, it's not you. So then why you want to be a fucking cunt sickle in my goddamn life for no fucking reason?
Hold on, Smoking. Also,
Just
Pumpkin,
because epilepsy
there are like
doesn't
2-3 other people on
respond-
here who have seizures.
Just because epilepsy, like, legitimate epilepsy may not respond that way does not mean that FND seizures won't. Hey, you better look into that, because then you can't play the minor card no more. The rule in my house has always been, if you're underage and you plan on drinking, I mean, not clearly underage, but like a teenager, and you plan on drinking, you're staying.
Right, I said.
I'd rather you drink in a safe house than out someplace else.
Pop a pill, I guess.